Guys, I'm here in Dumaguete. I'm on the boulevard, and today marks the 3-year anniversary that I've been out here living in the Philippines. And so I wanted to do a video of why I moved to the Philippines, why I chose the Philippines, and things that I might have done a little bit differently had I had the hindsight or the knowledge that I have currently. So stay tuned for that. Alright guys, so I moved out here 3 years ago to the Philippines, and the reason why is I had just went through a pretty bad divorce, and my job was kind of a dead-end job. I was kind of getting frustrated. I was a little stressed out at work, and everything kind of came to a boiling point. And so after my divorce, I told myself I'm going to go ahead and move. I was always a person who liked to go out and travel. And really, my first choice was actually Colombia. That's where I was headed, that's where I was going. And I was preparing everything. I was working a second job, delivering pizzas. I decided I would make my income by teaching English online. I had already prepared and started to do that. So I was really working like 3 jobs all at one time in preparation of moving. So what happened is I just happened to click on an ad one day. I was actually looking at Colombia, and a side ad popped up on the Philippines. So I clicked on that and just started to look into it a little bit. Next thing you know, I joined a expat group in Cebu, the Philippines, and I saw a job posting for an English advisor, and so I said, why not? Let me go ahead and try applying for that. So I applied for that job, ended up getting it after about 3 Skype interviews, and I was on my way to Cebu. Now, I had been to the Philippines, Davao, about a year before that. I've also had been to Vietnam, and I've also been to Thailand, but I had never been to Cebu. Just decided to go because of the job without ever having visited. So it's kind of a scary thing for me, not ever being there before, but I went ahead and took the chance, and really a couple months later I was on my way to Cebu. So ended up in Cebu and stayed for a few years. Started to get a little tired of it, so much traffic, it was busy, there was a lot of foreigners there. Kind of got tired of my job. It became a 9-to-5 type working job, something that I didn't want to do. I was falling back into the same routine of what I had back in the US. So what I did is went ahead and went full-time online, quit my job in Cebu after 2 years, and I decided I'll go try out Vietnam. So I was in Vietnam for about 3 months, tried that out. And the English barrier and just a very conservative type of dating style just didn't suit me, so I decided I will come back to the Philippines. So ended up in Davao, and the rest is history, as they say. I've been just traveling around, and really I'm only here about 10 more days in Dumaguete, and then I'm on my way elsewhere as well. So things I could have done differently or would have done differently, well, probably wouldn't have taken a full-time job in Cebu for sure. I started to work a 40-hour type of week job, and that just really wasn't for me. So if I could do it differently, I probably would have stuck with just online work and traveled around. Second, I would have ended up into a lease right away. You come out here and you find a condo you like and you sign a lease and you're stuck there. I probably would have done Airbnb for 3 months or so, tried out different condos, tried out different locations of Cebu or wherever, and see which one you like the best before actually signing that lease, because that ties you down. So if I could do that differently, I certainly would have. The other thing is I would have moved around the Philippines. I wouldn't have stayed in one city. I would have explored, checked out all kinds of different cities, and then made up my mind of where I want to live. Also, I don't know if I would have necessarily chose the Philippines. Again, I probably would have hopped around to different countries in Southeast Asia, explored some of the cities, and then decided. I feel like I kind of settled way too quickly, settled into one place, one city, one condo, and that was it for 2 years. And so, yeah, if I could do it again, I certainly would have moved around a bit, moved from country to country, moved from city to city, and just explored. Really know what I want, where I want to be, and yeah. Another thing is dating here. I ended up getting into a serious relationship almost immediately. I'm a victim of my own warnings of being careful of being into getting into an instant relationship here. So if I could do it again, would have waited a little bit. I would have just kind of dated a little bit first and really see what my options were before I settled into that relationship. It didn't end up working out, no fault of her. It was just too quick for me, and I just wasn't quite ready, so I shouldn't have jumped into that relationship right away. I would caution people to do the same thing. Just go slow, you know, and take your time. Another thing is I would have saved up more. I don't feel like I adequately saved up enough, and I can't stress this enough. You know, you really do need to save up a good chunk of money. I came out with $10,000, you know. In hindsight, I wish I would have saved up $20,000 or even more. Yeah, I would have saved up about $20,000, give you a little bit more of a peace of mind of having that extra nest egg, and you know, and made sure that income was really coming in steadily before you move out here. That would be some advice that I would give. I didn't have quite enough income or a big enough nest egg, and so my nest egg started to become a bit depleted. So lastly, I guess I would say just take your time, save up, don't rush out here, make some trips, really see what you like. Don't rush into anything, relationships, signing a lease, jobs, anything like that. Just take your time, and it'll all work out for the best. But absolutely, come out to the Philippines. It is a great place, but just exercise a little caution. Get rid of your debt. Explore a bit before just jumping into the first place. Don't just follow all the other expats and, you know, that say Cebu or, you know, Dumaguete or Makati. Don't just go where they recommend. Explore a bit on your own and check it out. You know, your likes and dislikes are going to be different from everyone else's. So, yeah, just check it out and see what you like. But hopefully this video helped a little bit. Kind of gives you a little background about my story, why I chose the Philippines, or really the Philippines kind of chose me in this sense of the case. Because really Colombia was number one. That's where I was going. I was on my way, and the job just kind of fell into my lap, and the rest is history. So anyway, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for future videos. Hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys later.